Well, hello. This is Rochelle, and welcome to my channel. Recently, my sweet friend Sonja from MyHappySpace 08 on Instagram and YouTube released this adorable devotional with ephemera and pattern paper, just a super cute kit that you can use, and she released it for free. So, such a blessing, such a huge gift by this sweet lady. Many people know her out there by her gorgeous accent. We live in the same country, but she's in a different province, and I just love listening to her. It's so cute. So, anyways, I've set up my devotional by cutting it down to size. I printed it smaller so that it would kind of be like a mini album or a mini book. So it's back to back. And as I'm working through it and looking through it and reading through it, filling in the reflection questions that come as a part of this kit, even with other verses to read relating to it. This book or this kit is all about the Song of Songs, and it's a book written by Solomon to his beloved. And in my head, it's just so beautiful reading through this and hearing how they speak about one another, in the sense that it's always kind of respectful and my king and my beloved. I love that. It's just romantic, but not just that. If you pull that through into who God says you are and who God thinks you are and what he feels about you and how you should be feeling about the bridegroom. I was a part of a retreat recently called Kala, which means the bride. And in that study, I really realized that God loves you faithfully, fully, entirely, with whatever's going on in your life. He loves you as his bride, no matter what you've done or what blemishes you have. And this first chapter in this book also, she speaks of how she is maybe not, in her own eyes, the prettiest, or that she has a darker skin, she says. And still, Solomon speaks of her as, the most beautiful. And I think that's just that faithful kind of love that God has for us. I'm taking some of the pattern paper and I'm tearing it. Now I want that kind of white edge on the side. So as I tear it, I make sure that I tear towards myself so that that white strip is available on that or visible on that paper. Taking my Caran DÁche palette. This is a textured palette, so it just helps pick up the pigment better. With my Gelatos, this is Nebula, my favorite color. And I'm scribbling it through the little hearts that I cut out from this devotional kit, just to kind of have a soft background. In the end, most of it gets covered, and I'm kind of bummed about that, but it still looks really pretty. And I love the soft look that it gives when you work with these foundation, contour, makeup brushes and the Gelatos. I'm a gelato girl through and through, so I'm using the Gelatos, and it's just giving me this beautiful soft texture on my page. Now I want to edge those little white pieces that I left on my strips that I tore. I'm edging it in the same way that I just stenciled with the Gelatos, picking it up from my palette and kind of just putting it all over the edge in sort of a ombre type effect because I'm mixing the two colors together. And then I'm going to stick it down. I want to use one of the little girls. By the way, the ephemera or the die cuts or whatever you want to call it in this kit or this devotional set was designed by Sonja's daughter, who is 16, and I'm just super chuffed with how beautiful it is and how much talent this young girl is showing at this age already. So I'm just cutting off the excess that has gone over to the other page, and working with that beautiful pattern paper. And as you can see, what I was talking about, some of the hearts are covered. So I'm just picking up that same heart stencil that I used, and bringing some of it back into the page, particularly at the top, and then some at the bottom that even covers or goes over the pattern paper, and then some splatters because we can. So picking up some of that leftover gelato on the palette and just using a wet fan brush to create some splatters. I'm going to use even more of that which is left on the palette by just taking a normal wet brush and kind of highlighting all the places where they speak of one another as my beloved, which I really appreciate. It's not the name calling that happens sometimes when you're angry. It's the beautiful name, my beloved. And so there you can see I've got one of those girls cut out, and I'm going to stick her there at the bottom. And I apologize for having my screen somewhat off to the bottom there, but yes, she's stuck down. Now I'm just getting the letters. Like I said, this kit is just jam-packed. It is so full of goodness. There's also these alpha letters that I've cut out, and I'm looking to spell my beloved with these alpha letters, and they come in the sweetest colors that mix this, or that match this kit devotional so beautifully. And I'm going to stick it from the back because I want to make sure that I fit everything in and I don't kind of run out of space. I should have actually done it from the other side because that would be detrimental if I ran out of space on that side. But anyways, there we go. Some forethought went into that. In the end, it all works out, and my beloved fits in there just perfectly. I so enjoy just reading through this book. It's always been kind of weird for me, and I haven't read it because, you know, it's just, I don't know, strange to have it in the Bible, but it's there, and it speaks of God's sweet love for us, his bride. No matter what you've done, no matter where you've been, no matter what, no matter, it doesn't matter. God loves you as his bride. Taking some of this word fetty and just cutting it up to see how and where it will fit. In the end, I kind of decide against that and just stamp my date and call it a page. Thank you so much, Sonja, for releasing this beautiful kit. You can grab yours, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.